Disclaimer: the stories shared and created are solely for motivational and educational purposes. They are not based on any individual's personal circumstances or experiences. Any resemblance to real persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental. We aim to inspire and encourage without judgment or assumption. Please apply insights responsibly. Mentor wise magnate. Trained to master. Trained to care.
Once upon a time, in a bustling village, there lived a humble fruit seller named Ernie. Every morning, just as dawn broke, Ernie would set up his wooden cart at the corner of the town square. Its vibrant array of fruits, glossy apples, ripe bananas, sun-kissed oranges, and succulent mangoes could brighten even the dullest of mornings. Villagers flocked to him, drawn not only by the freshness of his produce, but also by his warm smile and welcoming spirit. Ernie took immense pride in his work. He'd inherited his family's fruit business from his father, who had taught him the importance of quality and integrity. While other vendors were quick to sell off rotten fruit for a quick profit, Ernie believed that the key to a successful business lay in trust and authenticity. He would often say, "Good fruit brings good fortune," and his words were true, for the village prospered with his thriving stall. But there was more to Ernie than met the eye. Underneath his cheerful exterior lay a deep longing for something greater. As a child, he would listen to the stories of freedom fighters who had once roamed the land, dreaming of independence and justice. Their tales ignited a fire in his heart and sparked a desire to contribute meaningfully to his community. As years passed, Ernie began to see the struggles faced by his neighbors. Some were burdened by debts, while others lacked access to education or proper health care. He felt a growing responsibility to lift them out of their hardship, to empower them just as the freedom fighters had empowered their people. Yet he knew he couldn't do it alone. One rainy afternoon, as Ernie was sorting through his fruits, he noticed a group of children playing in the puddles nearby. They giggled and splashed, their joy infectious. A mother sat at the edge of the square, her eyes weary and filled with concern. Ernie recognized her as Sarita, whose husband had fallen sick and was unable to work. Her family was struggling to make ends meet, and the burden of worry was heavy on her shoulders. That evening, as he closed up his stall, Ernie approached Sarita. "Why not come by tomorrow? I'll make sure you have enough fruit for your family," he offered. Sarita hesitated, but Ernie's sincerity shone through, and she eventually accepted. This small act of kindness planted a seed in Ernie's heart. He realized he could use his position as the village fruit seller to build a foundation of support for others. With renewed determination, he set a plan into action. The following days saw him not only selling fruit, but also meeting with villagers to understand their struggles. The more he listened, the more he learned about the issues that plagued his community. He began collecting stories of resilience and courage, documenting them in a journal every night. Ernie envisioned a project, something that would encourage the villagers to uplift one another and build a stronger community. Weeks turned into months, and with the help of Sarita and others, Ernie organized a community gathering in the town square. He invited everyone to bring their own stories. He called the event the Freedom Builder, a day of sharing. The villagers were initially hesitant, uncertain about sharing their burdens publicly. But Ernie's warm demeanor and the promise of a supportive environment drew them in. On the day of the event, the square was filled with laughter and a sense of camaraderie. Villagers shared their struggles and triumphs, while others offered solutions and support. What began as simple storytelling quickly transformed into a powerful exchange of ideas and hope. A young man, Priya, shared how he dreamed of opening a school for children who couldn't afford education. An elder voiced a need for better healthcare resources, while another villager spoke about creating a cooperative to sell goods and share profits. As the sun dipped low in the sky, illuminating the square in a warm glow, Ernie felt a deep sense of fulfillment. He realized that each story woven together was a thread in the fabric of their community, creating a tapestry of resilience and strength. It was then he knew he had become more than just a fruit seller. He had become a freedom builder. Revitalized by the community's shared aspirations, Ernie dedicated himself to helping these dreams materialize. He began organizing weekly meetings, connecting villagers with resources, and uniting them under common goals. They started to work together on projects like community gardens and a makeshift school, where local knowledge could be shared among the children and adults alike. Months passed, and what had once been a small fruit cart had transformed into a community hub. Neighbors began to rely on each other, forming partnerships and friendships that would strengthen the village and break the chains of self-doubt that had held them down for so long. Ernie's modest stall became known not only for its delicious fruits, but also for the dreams that were being nurtured around it. On a warm evening, as Ernie packed up his cart, he paused to look around the town square. The laughter of children echoed through the air, and the aroma of freshly cooked food wafted from various food stalls set up by villagers coming together to support one another. The sense of unity was palpable. Ernie realized that in his quest for freedom, he had helped others find their own. The village had blossomed into a place where dreams could take root, drawing upon the strength of community rather than individual struggle. As night fell, he smiled, knowing that the true essence of freedom was not found in independence, but rather in the connection and upliftment of one another. And so, in a little village, the fruit seller became a beacon of hope, a freedom builder, reminding everyone that sometimes true strength lies in community, compassion, and shared dreams. The Freedom Builder. The story of Ernie teaches us that true greatness comes from kindness, honesty, and caring for others. Although he was just a humble fruit seller, his integrity and small acts of generosity created meaningful change in his village. By helping neighbors like Sarita, he showed that even simple actions can grow into something powerful. Ernie also teaches us about leadership. He did not lead by authority, but by serving others, listening to their needs, and encouraging them to work together. The story shows that true freedom is not just standing alone. It comes from unity, compassion, and helping others rise. This story inspires me to think about how I can make a difference in my own community. Even small gestures of kindness, honesty, and support can create positive change. Like Ernie, anyone can become a freedom builder and help build a stronger, more caring community.
Now, let's make sure you know how to reach us. Here are our contact details. Simple, easy, and ready whenever you are. You can connect with us through... Remember, taking the first step to reach out is the start of your journey toward growth and success. Keep this information handy and don't hesitate to reach out. Your future starts with action today.